We will be going over how to read and beat the most popular man defenses in Madden 24. For this video, we will not take disguises into account. Now, when you're reading defenses pre-snap, the first thing you want to do is read the safeties. Since we see that there is one safety, generally that will mean that the defense is either in a cover 1 or cover 3. Then we will go to the second step, which is reading the outside corners. In cover 1 and cover 3, the corners will be 7 to 8 yards off the ball with an even shade. And there's 3 shades that corners can be in: inside, outside, or even. So now that we read the safeties and the corners, we need to go to the next step to decipher what covers the defense is in. The next step is reading the slot defender. If the slot defender has an even shade, it is cover 1 man defense. If the slot defender has an outside shade, it is cover 3. So now you should be able to understand and decipher the differences between cover 1 and cover 3 pre-snap. But now let's go over the goals on what cover 1 is supposed to do. Cover 1 robber or hole has a deep safety and a 3-rec hook in the middle of the field. These defenders are trying to lurk any routes that are developing towards the middle of the field. But what this does is open up the sidelines because there is no over-the-top help towards the sidelines like there would be against cover 2 man. So what are some plays and routes that you can use to beat cover 1? One of the best ways to beat cover 1 is to put the running back on a wheel route. No matter if the running back is guarded by a linebacker or a defensive back, the wheel route cooks this year. And because there is only one safety in the middle of the field, the wheel route can get open over the top and towards the sideline. You may just want to make sure you freeform pass it to the right or left away from the middle safety. Now in cover 1, because there's help in the middle of the field, we want to exploit the outsides of the field. Outbreaking routes like zigs, corners, and even flats can be effective versus cover 1. But what if you want to try to hit the middle of the field against cover 1? To do that, you may want to try and pull the middle zone defenders away from your routes you want to throw to. Here is an example. Let's say you want to run a post to the middle of the field. Well, because there is one high safety in the middle, that may be too risky. So what you can do is put a streak going up the seam. What this will do is pull away the safety away from the post to prevent the safety from being able to make a play on the ball. Now drags and slants could work against cover 1 too, but you need to hit them later in the route after they pass the 3-rec middle zone. If you throw it too early, it will probably end up as an interception. And there's one other route that I want to talk about: curl routes. Curl routes are tough to guard in man coverage, but you want to make sure you throw the ball as soon as the wide receiver gets to the top of his route. This will create good timing to prevent the defensive back from intercepting the ball or making any type of play. The next play we're going to go over is cover 2 man. In cover 2 man, there will be 2 high safeties with the outside corners pressing with an inside shade. Now cover 2 man has 2 safeties guarding the deep halves of the field, while everybody else is man to man. The reason you will see the corners have inside shade is because they want to try and funnel the receivers towards the help over the top, which are the safeties. But because there is no help in the middle of the field, that is a place that you can exploit. You can do so with crossing routes, slants, and even digs, which are just a few examples. But a deadly route against cover 2 man is the Texas route by the running back. This route creates a lot of space and can lead to big runs after the catch. When running this route, just make sure the running back gets past the linebacker and you'll have an easy throw. Another way you can beat cover 2 man is with motion slants. Motion slants make it harder for the defender to guard the in-breaking route, as the defender will still be in motion as we snap the ball. The wide receiver will make his cut to the inside and create a ton of separation for an easy pitch and catch. You'll see motion slants get a lot of separation, especially against blitzes or really any type of man coverage. Now there's one more thing you want to look out for in cover 2 man, and that is being able to scramble with the QB. If you put everybody in a route, the defenders guarding them will have their backs turned. And their backs are turned because their job is only to guard their man, not to go to a certain part of the field, not to look at the QB, just look at their man and guard their man. So if you are able to scramble out of the pocket, there will be no QB spy or zone to prevent you from getting some easy yards down the field with the QB's legs. The next play that we'll be going over are cover 0 blitzes. This is one of the easiest coverages to read because the safeties will be 9 to 10 yards off the ball and generally will be lined up over the slot receivers. Now cover 0 blitzes are banking on the blitz to get to the QB fast, so you have no time to throw the ball down the field. So for blitz beating route concepts, you may want to try and have short man beating routes in case you need to get the ball out quickly. And you can also put in a deep man beating route in case you are able to block the blitz and throw the ball down the field. Here's an example. In this play, I'm going to block the running back, slide my protection to the left by pressing LB and left on the right stick. And then I'm going to ID the DN to the side of the running back by pressing LB then A. This is one of the most common ways to block really any blitz, and it works very well. And for the route concepts, on the left side I have deep man beaters, which are the vertical and the post. Then on the right side I have short man beaters, a slant and a zig. You'll see when I snap the ball we block up the blitz well, which gives us time to throw a strike to the post, which is our deep man beater. Also notice that if I had to get rid of the ball quickly, the slant and the zig created enough space to throw for an easy completion. And for the last tip, this will help you reveal if the defense is in a man or a zone defense. Now some of you probably know this already and some of you may not. If you motion a receiver from one side to the other and the defender lined up over him runs with him to either side of the field, then it is most likely a man defense. If the defender stays where he is when you motion the receiver, it is most likely a zone defense. And the reason being is because if the defender is man-to-man, he needs to follow his man assignment everywhere he goes. In a zone, the defender has a certain place on the field to drop to, not a man to follow. So I hope this makes sense for all of you. Hopefully you're able to read all the most popular man defenses in Madden 24. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe for more Madden content. I'll see you next video.